Several broadcast practitioners have criticized the House of Representatives' attempt to create an agency responsible for regulating the practice of broadcasting and broadcasters in the country. This was during a public hearing on a bill for an act to provide for the regulation and conduct of the practice and the broadcasting profession in Nigeria. However, stakeholders revealed that it will amount to a duplication of functions since there are several bodies like the National Broadcasting Commission already regulate the broadcast industry.
We should jealously guide our profession to guide against all the fake one among us, the quack among us. That is the only way we can protect this industry. But in as much that there's no place for anybody to report whoever done anything wrong to among the organization, and that is what I'm supporting this bill. But I didn't want us to go deep. Otherwise, we can get to a stage where there will be a blocking stone. It is better for us to go gradually, but we shall get there.
We observe that the bill intends to regulate the practice of broadcasting profession in Nigeria. Therefore, the Commission recommends that there is no need for the bill because there cannot be two regulatory bodies governing or regulating one profession. Section 2, 1E should read, regulating professional conduct of broadcasting practitioners, there shall be replacement of the phrase broadcasting professionals. There shall be, what we want this to be replaced with is broadcasting practitioners and any other similar phrase in the bill. There shall be deletion of controlling and regulating also. We don't want these two words to be in the bill because the responsibility of controlling and regulating is only given to the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC.
The bill itself speaks for itself because like any other profession that is legally backed up, the practice of broadcast cannot be an exception to the rule. If we have ACON that is legally backed up, we have ICANN, ANAN, NIPR, and a host of others. Why should the profession of broadcasting be an exception? That was the motive behind the sponsorship of the bill.
The Society of Nigerian Broadcasters is not to regulate the broadcasting sector. The business of regulating and management of the spectrum and monitoring of the content is primarily the job of the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, as assigned by it by law, or assigned to it by law. What the Society of Nigerian Broadcasters, that is SNB in short, stands for is basically a meeting point for the practitioners. Meeting point to discuss the profession, meeting point to view and review the current trends in broadcasting, through annual conferences and forums and trainings as it is the practice in other professions.
And so, when we talk about regulation, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker's representative and others, we are talking about looking for the ideal of regulation. What is the ideal? The ideal by international standard is self-regulation. So we need to look at a bill that is talking about how broadcasters can regulate themselves, not how public bodies can regulate themselves. And those public bodies should remember too that the media is no longer owned by government alone. When in those days government had a monopoly, anything could be done. So for me, all that NBC has said this morning is quite good. The only difference is that they are probably not aware that when events overtake the past, you look at ways of updating the old system. For example, when the NTA was established, it was the only authority in broadcasting in Nigeria. When the NBC now came up in 1992, it was giving powers to now regulate the NTA that had been a monopoly. And so the NTA law was amended accordingly. There is nothing wrong in amending the NBC Act.